Okay guys, this is Matt Pistol again, and today I want to show you a really exciting redstone trick that I just figured out. So a lot of people, the reason that they have problems with redstone is they can't figure out how to get it to cross over each other, how they can get tightly compacted redstone wires to cross, and they end up having to space them out, and it ends up being a mess, taking a lot of space, and being really annoying. So basically what I've tried to do is I've tried to find a way to make it a lot more compact. And so what you're about to see here is a way to do that. So basically the concept's simple. Got switches here and switches right there. So 10 switches in all. And if you look on the other side, we have lights. 5 lights here and 5 lights over here. Now the goal here is to make the parallel switches, the switches on the other side, the opposing switches, turn on those lights. And so those of you that aren't experienced with redstone are going, oh, it's impossible. It's not. And I'm about to show you how to do it. So first thing we got to do is we got to find a way to cross over using the same thing that I used in that device up there. If you haven't seen my my programmable keypad switch yet, go check out that video. So let's go ahead and start doing this, shall we? So the first thing we have to do is we have to make sure that we're lining all these up together. Let's see. There we go. So this is the first thing. We got to make sure that all the items line up like that, like that. All right. And then we have to put repeaters on those lines and make sure those lines have redstone. It's going to take a few minutes to be able to do this. If you want to skip to the end to see how I did it, go ahead and do that. This does take a few minutes. So there we go. Alright, so that one's done. Now, this is pretty easy because all we have to do is have to do the same thing on this side. There we go. Very good. And 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now those two are not going to interact with each other. And then of course we have to do the same thing over here. So right there, there. Pardon me if I mumble a little bit. Something I do, just because I'm trying to think out loud. Okay, so got all that done. Now, for immediately off, I'm going to have an issue. The issue is going to be that these lines are going to intersect identically, and then you're going to get interactions. Well, I found a way around that not too long, or actually this morning. So I'm going to show you how I did that. 1, 2, 3. That should work. And then we have to put one more up there. All right. And now we're going to do this, this, and this. Very good. There we go. Now, we're going to also have to do the same thing on the other side, going this direction. Let's see, that one, make sure I get the right ones. There we are, there we are. It's only 2 on that side, so that makes it a little bit easier. Whoops. Alright. There we are. The same thing over here. Good. Alright. So there's our interactions. Now, of course, the fun part is trying to drape these lines through. And, of course, in order to do that, we have to re-invert it because they are currently off. The good news is because of those pass-throughs, it's pretty easy to finish that. So let's see. So the first thing we're going to do is we've got to run a line down like that. And then, of course, we have to run a line right there. Very good. So this one's not that hard because we can actually, there we go. We actually have some space on this. Sometimes, if you're space constrained, you'll have to actually build the line directly. Actually, you know what? I just noticed something I could do. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can do it that way. And then, look at that. They're already improving it. Alright, so there we are. On that one, Okay, and so now we don't have any interactions going through. As you can see, it is still off. So now we just have to do it on the other side. Now this one's got a 3, so I'm actually going to have to route these a little bit. Shouldn't be too much, but how to do this? 2, 3. There we go. And of course on this one we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did before. Let's see, and then that one, and then of course we have to go a little bit further. This one to make sure there is no interaction. There we are. Again, this is all about trying to make it the most compact possible. Okay, and there we are. No interactions going to the other side. Now the next part's pretty easy. All we got to do is just do a straight pass over through it. Actually, I can already see there's going to be a problem right there. There we go. 1, 2. And the nice part is you have this little middle area to work. Sometimes you don't even have that. And then let's see. And then the other side's going to be. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And is there one down here? Yep, there is. So there we go. Alright. And so you should get this neat little crisscross pattern where it looks like they're going to interact with each other, but they're actually not. There's the first one. That's why you always got to be really careful about these, because if you get one interaction between the wires, it's game over. So, alright. So, and this is easy, and this part's easy enough. All you got to do is just run the lines directly to it. There's really nothing special about it. And then we got to do the same thing on the other side. Build that right there. Whoops, what am I doing? Again, guys, if y'all want to just see the finished product, just fast forward to the end. Oop, can't do that. Saw that little redstone interaction. And there's going to be another interaction right there. But that, I can fix that. There, that'll fix that one. Alright. And that, I believe, is it. Let's double check. Let's do one more double check and make sure I got everything right. Looks like I did. Let's go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and test. Let's see an overhead view of what it looks like. Not terribly complex. Definitely could make it a little bit. Actually, I see one way how I could make it a little bit more compact for sure. Let's see. Yep. Again, always looking to improve this design. There you go. What about over here? About the same over here. So, alright. Always looking to improve the design, no matter what. Alright, good deal. And actually, we can make it even a little bit more compact than that, but, you know, down there, if you wanted to reroute it to right here, and then put a block right there to keep it from interacting, that's also possible. So, there you go. And actually, to be completely honest, we don't even need these blocks right here. Even though it does kind of look cool, so I think we'll just leave it right there just for simplicity's sake. Alright, but anyway, you don't even really need those blocks. Most of the rest of the blocks are necessary. Some of them aren't, especially the ones over the torches. Those are necessary. If you don't do that, the torches will not interact with the repeaters immediately after. Alright, let's see if it works. So, click on middle one for this. Let's go to the other side, see what happens. There it is. It's on. It passes straight through all these wires, no interaction at all. Let's try another one. Let's try the one right beside it. There we go. So it should have a little diagonal pattern, and indeed we do. There it is. Perfect formation. What about the other side? Oops, wrong side. Those are the lights. Alright, let's try this. No interaction again. And as you can see, nothing over here has changed. Nothing over there has changed. So if I go over here and I turn off these lights, you're going to see that that light remains on. And these lights over here are now off. So there you go. No interaction at all. Let's keep testing this a little bit more. Let's turn all the lights on, just for giggles. Ah, there's one. But guess what? It's just a line. The line's not complete, so obviously it's not going to turn on. That's why you always double check your creations before you show them on YouTube. Okay, so there it is. They're all lit. So now I can start going around and switching off random ones like that. And there it is. Those two are now switched off. Go over here. I'm going to switch off the top, bottom, and the middle one. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go over here and see if one side's turned off, one side's turned off, the other side is turned on. We have a very clean connection here. Everything works exactly the way it's supposed to. And that's about it. Please feel free to review this video on how to create this device. Basically, to recap, all this is a junction device for really tightly compacted wires. You can make this as tall or as small as you like. If you'd like to stack 30 wires up, this method will work for that. So that's what's really cool about it, is that if you have a lot of tightly compacted wires and you need to do junctions, this is one way to do it. Now the really cool part about this is this is actually expandable. If you actually have multiple junction wires that you need to do, like multiple sets of wires, you can actually expand it left or right, forward or backward in order to accommodate those. So this isn't just a one-trick pony. All you got to do is just make sure you are changing the you're changing the polarity every time you do that, if you're using like redstone torch and stuff like that. And that's about it. This is really, really, really cool. You now can create redstone, tightly compacted redstone wires that crisscross with each other and do not interact. Very cool. This is Bad Pistol. Thanks for watching.